Shortly after that, there was some more spiciness. I played a very large hand with a very mediocre holding. There was a limp and then a raise to $30 from the cutoff to button calls, and we looked down at 8-7 of spades in the small blind. I think that $30 raise doesn't really exude a ton of strength following a limp, so I decided to put in the 3-bet with a suited connector. It's going to be deceptive a lot of the times. We can represent a lot of hands on high card boards, and when we connect on middling card boards, people aren't really going to see that coming too often. So I put in the 3-bet to $150, limper folds, the initial raiser calls, and the button calls as well. We flop ourselves top pair on 8-4 deuce with 2 clubs and 1 spade. So definitely going to c-bet this for value. I bet $220 into my 2 opponents. The first player gets out of the way and folds, and the player on the button does not get out of the way. He jams this entire stack in there. I have a lot of history with this player. He's a lot of fun to play with, and he can have a wide variety of hands here. Again, it's a board that's not going to really look like it should have connected too hard with my hand. And granted, I wouldn't call top pair connecting too hard with my hand, but then again, it's top pair. And it's a 3-bet pot, and it's a little bit deceptive. So all those factors combined leads me to go ahead and play for stacks with the 8-7, top pair, 7 kicker. It's an odd instance where I ask my opponent if he wants to run it once or twice. Usually I don't say much, but once or twice. Not feeling super confident about this top pair. Granted, I am going to get $1,500 in. I'm confident enough to do that. He rolls over the 5-6 of clubs, so he's got himself an absolute monstrous draw. And if you look at the matchup here with the two-way straight draw plus flush draw versus the top pair and some backdoor stuff, it's actually a pretty fair fight. It's basically a coin flip with the tiny edge going to my opponent. But anyway, we're off to see a turn and river twice. So on the first board, he makes a flush right away, and on the second board, he does not improve, thankfully. So, you know, just your casual $3,000 pot with the 8-7, 1 pair of 8s. Exciting, spicy, told you, spicy.